right now on the red carpet.
No bend for your king. Never.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is now in theaters, and we're taking you to the world premiere in Hollywood.
He's an extraordinarily lovable character.
Hear from the cast and crew who brought this thrilling new adventure to life.
She goes to places she didn't even know she would go to.
Plus, the secrets behind the stunning visual effects and
Bend the knees, open the feet.
the film's stars even teach us how to walk like an ape.
You feel foolish, don't you?
It's time to enter the kingdom.
What a wonderful day!
This is On the Red Carpet presents Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Hello and welcome to Hollywood. I'm George Pinocchio at the world premiere of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. We're going to show you all the fun and surprises here on this red carpet. But first, a closer look at the new action-packed movie, now playing in theaters everywhere.
Are you familiar with the concept of evolution?
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes takes place many generations after the previous films in this franchise. Humans have now been pushed into the shadows, and the apes are firmly in charge.
But now it is our time. And it is my kingdom. What a wonderful day!
The story centers around Noah, a young ape who sets out on a daring adventure, facing off with a powerful enemy,
Bend for your king.
and growing to question everything he knows about apes and humans.
Why do they hunt her?
She's smarter than most.
The elders did not tell us everything about this world.
Humans lost their dominance and their ability to speak.
Apes hunt humans. That is wrong.
I have a name. May.
That's Freya Allen as May in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, along with Owen Teague, who plays Noah. Freya and Owen can't wait for you to see this epic adventure on the big screen. I see a transformation of your character, and I don't want to give anything away, but by the time this film ends, I have new questions.
Oh yeah, you sure do. Yeah, no, I think it's so fun, like getting to now watch it as a whole, because her journey is like a metaphor for evolution. You know, you see her, start off and she's, well, I'm not going to reveal the whole plot then if we're not going to ruin this, but yes, she goes to places she didn't even know she would go to. Or that she could, and that's survival kicking in and trying to complete something in honor of her loved ones essentially, and humanity is on her shoulders.
I know that you're attached to all sorts of, equipment when you're making this movie. Do you see your face when you see Noah talk?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's weird, like we were just talking about this. There's this huge billboard on Sunset Boulevard, and it's me and you and Raka, and I see me, like I just see myself. The team at Weta has done an amazing job with this movie and captured things that I do as a person, just like little ways that my face moves, and put them on an ape.
I don't know what's real and what's not, and you really have to be an imaginative person. Did both of you have those imaginations as children?
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Absolutely.
I was a bit crazy with my imagination. I was an only child till I was 11, so I spent all that time on my own out in the woods, pretending, there were these fantastical creatures. I remember very clearly at school when we were, playing those games with pretending we had imaginary, whatever it was at the time, a horse or whatever. My friends would be like, "Oh my God, let's pretend," you know how kids do? And I'd say, "No, you're not allowed to say pretend, they're real." Like, I was psychotic.
Yeah.
With the imagination stuff.
I was like, when I was a kid, I had a hard time differentiating between like characters in stories and real life, and I would feel, so passionately about villains or characters that I loved. I was also an only child, but forever, and always in some other world pretending.
There would be no Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes without a king. In this case, it's Kevin Durand, who plays the powerful and dangerous Proximus Caesar. He was joined in our interview by Peter Macon, who plays Raka, a wise and friendly orangutan.
They get cold. Show mercy.
I think that he's the wise old sage of this piece. I think he says some of the most poignant things. He helps bring the story further. I mean, I really love it. And with that darn awesome voice of yours, it just all makes more sense.
You believe it? Like, I'll tell you anything. Yeah, I mean, that's a thank you for saying that. And
it's a pivotal role.
It's definitely a shift in the movie. But you know what it is? It's my job, Raka's job in this film, is to help expand Noah's myopic viewpoint of that the world is larger and bigger than what you think it is. I know this because I spend time studying it. I'm collecting things. I'm a bit of an archaeologist. Raka is a bit of a, a scientist, a bit of a nutty professor, philosophically, trying to make sense of the creeds of Caesar and the times before, in the dawn of the consciousness of the apes, and trying to maintain civility and compassion and having these virtues, that are I feel more valuable than power.
Here's a guy that we talk to in the world of showbiz who's always friendly, who's always nice, who's always in a good mood. I have no idea why they cast you. Why you? What side of yourself did you show to say he could be that strong, dangerous king?
When I get to play these characters, when they come across my table, I get so excited because I get to exercise my true human nature, because we've all gotten so mad that we felt like, when you're in traffic and someone cuts you off, and sometimes I imagine that I could go and lift the car and put it on the top of a mountain and say, stay there for a while, right? It's like, it's a part of all of us, so I think I could just dig into it. I grew up having to kind of fight and fend for myself, and it's all, I walked away from that part of me, and but he comes out in these characters, and it's delicious and fun. It's so fun. It's so fun to be bad.
Welcome to my kingdom.
Up next,
It's really like a magic trick.
director Wes Ball explains how the last Avatar film led to the amazing visual effects in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Plus,
So you go in opposite foot, and then opposite foot.
our lesson in how to act like an ape gets almost too real. And your chance to win this Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes prize pack coming up.
Taking the helm of a beloved franchise like Planet of the Apes is no easy task, but director Wes Ball, who's best known for the Maze Runner trilogy, is definitely up to the challenge. I don't know what I'm looking at. What's real, what's not, if
That's
it's
the
all
trick.
computer generated. Are you in a real jungle?
That is the trick. It's both.
That is the trick that you are not
Yes,
revealing.
it is both. We shot in real locations, but we also have about 30-40 minutes of full CG too. And hopefully you can't tell the difference.
Well, I couldn't tell the
That's
difference
good.
clearly. I don't even know if the birds are real.
They're not even real either. That's right. There's some CG horses. There's all kinds of stuff. It's all a magic trick. It's all that effort of creating that illusion, right? To send you off to a world that doesn't exist.
How did you know you could create that illusion?
I'm working with the best visual effects company in the world, Weta VFX, right? Weta in New Zealand is just the best in the world at what they do, you know, and they've obviously proved what they can do on the previous Apes movies, on the Avatar movies, Lord of the Rings, you name it. So I was in good hands.
Sometimes, if you're looking down like off a building or something
Vertigo.
in real life, no, you get this feeling somewhere in your body that freaks
vertigo.
you out.
Yeah. You got that in the opening scene.
I'm getting it more than once.
Yeah. Yeah, we tried to kind of give people a roller coaster ride, you know, in a theater. It's a real experience, a visual experience of all the senses, sound, you know, and you're right. When you get some of those scenes and you feel like you're 200 feet up in the air, hopefully you feel like you're there with them and that danger's there and it all feels real, you know.
So we know what it looks like when we see it in a movie theater. Explain what it looks like when you're shooting a scene on the set.
It probably looks very funny because most of the times when I'm shooting it, it's actors in gray suits with ping pong balls and dots all over the face and a camera floating in front that's attached to their helmet. And that's all necessary, you know, for this technology that surrounds us when we're filming that captures every little bit of detail, you know, so that can be translated over to the ape counterparts, you know. It's really like a magic trick.
Is the water real?
The water is almost entirely CG. Yeah, which is it's a big breakthrough for Weta, and most people haven't seen this stuff because the trailer, those were the last shots that got done, and they have not made it in the trailer yet. So there's a lot of breakthroughs that happen there based on what James Cameron did on Way of the Water. So we took a lot of that technology and kind of pushed it forward into this movie, and yeah, it's pretty stunning. CG apes and CG water, wet fur. It's incredibly complicated stuff, but it looks bitchin'.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes has plenty of computer-generated birds, but here for this special set of interviews, there's a real bird. Aw, this is Lola. At least I think she's real.
Still ahead.
I mean, when somebody says you want to do the new Planet of the Apes, you say yeah.
Fun with the cast of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes at the world premiere and the big surprise on the red carpet.
To make the actors look like real apes, they had to walk around using special arm stilts, and they're about to teach me how to do it.
Plus, a special look back at the history of the Planet of the Apes franchise.
Together, you will die. No, together, strong.
Audiences are going to have a lot of fun watching Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes in theaters, and the cast and crew are having a lot of fun here at the world premiere. They didn't just roll out the red carpet for this premiere, they built a giant ape's head, complete with smoke effects. Among these stars posing for photographers, Freya Allen and William H. Macy, who play two of the few humans in the film.
That's right. That's what I tell everyone. I did Planet of the Apes. I'm a human.
Did you take this role because you just wanted to play in this world?
Yeah. I mean, when somebody says you want to do the new Planet of the Apes, you say yeah.
All of the actors are such grounded, normal, lovely people, and I think that's all you can really ask for.
Of course, there were plenty of apes on hand as well, including this surprise, apes on horseback riding down the red carpet and past the crowd of fans who lined Hollywood Boulevard. And here was a fun moment, Owen Teague and Kevin Durand sharing a special ape-to-ape greeting when they spotted each other in the press line.
Can't resist.
What do you think about audiences kind of falling in love with Noah?
I'm overjoyed. I hope that's what everybody experiences watching it.
I told everyone I was going to go to Hollywood and I was going to make movies, and they thought I was nuts. And I can't believe I'm here, and I have a giant head that I'm going to walk in. And that giant head is Proxima Caesar, and it's just absolutely nuts. It just feels wonderful. I'm so grateful.
To make Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes look so realistic, the actors had to learn how to move and walk like real apes. And just for fun, some of them showed our Sophie Flay how it's done. Hi, Sophie.
Hey George, it turns out that if you truly want to look like a real ape on screen, you need to walk around using some special stilts, and trust me, it ain't easy.
If you can get the figs at the top of the tree, you can join our clan.
The stars of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes immediately slipped right into character once they put these stilts back on their arms.
Whoa.
Climb, okay?
Kevin Durand and Owen Teague gave me a crash course in ape school, along with the film's movement coordinator.
What happens with the apes is their arms are a good foot longer than ours in proportion.
Okay.
So we had to create these extensions for the arms so that they can actually quadruped in the suit and have exactly the same proportions as the apes that are going to come out after special effects has gone through it.
One thing that helps with me personally for Noah is there's a lot of tension here and the shoulders kind of don't move, but the arms are free to swing.
So spread a little bit, comfortable,
Okay.
bend the knees, open the feet.
And did you guys study apes?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What was your study process to become a real ape?
Well, I actually went to a sanctuary in Florida called the Center for Great Apes, and I spent a week with chimpanzees.
How am I looking?
Great.
Thank you.
You got kind of a cowboy chimp, but that happens.
Cowboy chimp?
Yeah, some of the chimps are more, you know.
Oh, because she's more like that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, it's opposite
But that
foot,
works.
right?
Yeah.
Why
You also gotta remember the legs are much shorter than ours. So that's why we're
okay.
bending them.
Right.
So there's only so much movement that you have with the actual leg. So, you know, even when we're walking, it's like, you know, you're just kind of like following.
They're small steps.
The hips and the ribs move together. But you feel foolish, don't you?
I was going to say,
See,
when do you
I
stop
thought-
feeling foolish?
See, you know when I
naturally
stopped
opposite?
feeling foolish
Yeah.
was when I went to set the first time and I was like, oh, there's Owen. Oh, no, that's not Owen, that's Noah. And then he came up to me and I'm sitting there like a human going, oh my God, am I gonna start aping in front of everyone? And then all of a sudden I went, and then Proximus kind of came out. And Proximus has his chest out and he tries to be as human as he possibly can. And through all of this movement,
Still an ape.
Proximus, his voice came alive. And I have to say that I welcome you to my kingdom.
Thank you.
Moving like an ape is definitely tougher than it looks, but I'm ready if they want to cast me in the next sequel.
Now let's go inside our On the Red Carpet video vault. This current Planet of the Apes film series began in 2011 with the reboot Rise of the Planet of the Apes. This is footage from the premiere at the Chinese Theater in Hollywood. Stars James Franco and Andy Serkis among those walking the red carpet.
I think the concept and the premise is a great setup to examine humanity.
We have a certain amount of arrogance in thinking that we can abuse other species in the pursuit of our own scientific interests.
Of course, the original Planet of the Apes movie was released back in 1968, the film earning an honorary Oscar for its groundbreaking prosthetic makeup and giving its star Charlton Heston one of the most famous movie quotes of all time.
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
Fans of the Planet of the Apes franchise can add to their collection right now. We're giving away Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes prize packs. Enter for your chance to win at our On the Red Carpet Instagram page. You can find these and other Planet of the Apes products at major retailers.
Suit up, movie fans! Up next, we're previewing more summer movies that'll have you feeling all the emotions.
Hello!
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is just the beginning of a big summer movie season for the Walt Disney Company, with some favorite stars diving in for the fun.
I know you've thought about it.
Later this month, Daisy Ridley stars in Young Woman in the Sea, the extraordinary true story of pioneering swimmer Trudy Ederle.
I've decided to swim the English Channel.
What do you mean?
I'm going to swim the English Channel.
No, I'm saying...
I wasn't asking. Please pass the bread.
In Trudy's time, it was almost unthinkable for a woman to attempt the daring swim from France to England. In fact, some thought it was improper for a woman to go swimming at all.
A woman? She won't get past the 7th mile.
I believe she'll die in that water.
You know, most men believe that we're too weak to compete. And what if I make it? Then they got a serious problem.
Currents changing every few hours. Freezing water. The hardest test in all of sport.
How far is it across? It's 21 miles across.
Disney's Young Woman in the Sea will open in select theaters nationwide on May 31st.
Trudy, you don't have to do this. I don't know. Seems like a nice day for a swim.
In June, some beloved Disney Pixar characters return in Inside Out 2.
This is Joy, coming to you live in Riley's mind.
The follow-up to the Oscar-winning original sees Riley growing up, and that means some new emotions to contend with.
Hello. I'm anxiety. Where can I put my stuff?
A new emotion.
Oh, I'm sorry. We wanted to make such a good first impression.
What do you mean, we?
Inside Out 2 opens in theaters June 14th. Then, a week later, we'll see Oscar winner Emma Stone reunite with Poor Things director Yorgos Lanthimos for Kinds of Kindness.
This is it. The moment of truth.
The Searchlight Pictures release features an all-star cast and premieres at the Cannes Film Festival before opening in theaters June 21st.
Isn't it wonderful?
In July, two of Marvel's most popular superheroes make their MCU debut in Deadpool and Wolverine.
You were an X-Man. You were the X-Man.
Trailers for the film starring Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman shattered viewing records. Now just wait for when the movie comes out on July 26th.
Your little cinematic universe is about to change forever.
And more edge-of-your-seat action in August.
Run.
The sci-fi thriller Alien Romulus opens August 16th, and it looks truly terrifying. So many fun movies to see this summer, beginning with Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Thanks for joining us here at the world premiere in Hollywood. We'll see you next time on the red carpet.
Want more entertainment news? Follow On the Red Carpet on social and subscribe on YouTube.